Okay, so here's a review for tomorrow. This one asks for the coordinate of the vertex. So that's that turning point there. And that happens at 3, comma 6. So this is number 4. Let's get to the right page so I do the right questions. All right, number 4. This says, which can it be? Now, this is a hold water parabola, or it's increasing as it goes up. So that means that A is a positive number. So we're looking for the leading coefficients to be positive. 3, that's a -2, and 1, that's a -3. So those can't be. The other thing is the last number in the trinomial tells us where it crosses the y-axis. So that point there happens at a negative. This is a negative number. So this has to be 4. Right? An upright parabola and -2 tell us that the y-intercept happens at -2. The next one, number 6, which is the turning point? Well, the turning point is 8. That's the x inside the parentheses, but it's the opposite sign, and -2. So 8, -2 is choice 1. Again, we have this -3, which is A. Right? So that means we have a parabola that's upside down. So this turning point that we can get -5, comma 10 is up here, and all the y's are going down from there. So y is going to be less than or equal to 10, which is number 3. Number 4, we have to use completing the square, right? So we have x squared minus 8x, leave a little space, right, in parentheses, plus. We're going to add a number, and then we have +7, and then we're going to subtract the number that we had inside. So that's -8 divided by 2 squared. Let me write it over here, off to the side. -8 over 4 squared, which is 16. So we're going to add 16 here, and we're going to subtract 16 here. All right, so then this factors into x minus 4 squared, right? We cut the -8 in half. And then 7 minus 16 is -9. So this is the point, well, we're looking for the equation. So -4 and -9 is 2. All right, on to the next page. Number 11, which is the solution set for this? So we can factor this. Our signs are going to be 1 negative and 1 positive. And the factors of 16 are 8 and 2. So that'll give us -8 times 2 is -16. And -8 plus 2 is -6. So x is equal to 8, and x is equal to -2. All right, so that's number 4. Number 12, we also have to factor, but it's a different kind of factor. It's a greatest common factor. And then we divide this by 4x, and we divide this by 4x, and we get 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So one answer is going to be at 0, and the other one is at 1/2. It's always the opposite sign, this over this. The number, the constant over the coefficient. So 0 at 1/2 is 3. Number 13. Again, we're going to make this equal to 0 and then factor it. And this is a trinomial. We need two numbers that multiply to be -10 and add up to be +3. So it's a plus and a negative. And the factors of 10 are 5 and 2. And that'll give us +3 if we add them, and -10 if we multiply them. And then the zeros happen at the opposite signs. X equals -5, and x is equal to 2, which is number 2. We're gonna skip this one. I told fifth period we'll skip, so we'll all skip it. All right, the beauty of the parabola is that they're symmetrical about the turning point. So 3/8 the turning point, which is this one. So if the one away is 6, if 4 is 6, then 2 is also going to be 6. And then 0 over on this side, and -10, and then -24. And then it wants us to state where the zeros are. Well, they're talking about when y is 0. So we have 1 there and 1 there, at x equal to 1 and x equal to 5. All right, now for the last one. All right, I think we're going to give something not as complex as this one tomorrow, but we represent 3 consecutive integers as n plus 1 and n plus 2. All right, it says the product of the 2 older cousins. So that's, product means to multiply. That's the 2 older ones, is 12 less than 6 times the sum of the younger ones. So that's n plus 1 plus n, the 2 younger ones. And it's 12 less, minus 12. So if we do the FOIL here, we have n squared plus 2n plus n plus 2 is equal to, this becomes 2n plus 1 in here. It becomes 12n plus 6 minus 12. So this becomes n squared plus 3n plus 2 is equal to 12x minus 6. Okay? So now we're going to solve this, put it 0 on the right side. So we're going to do the opposite here. And then we have to subtract 12n here and add 6 here. So we get n squared minus 9n plus 8 is equal to, these become 0. And then we can factor n minus, because a negative times a negative is a positive. And 8 minus 1 is -9. So I get n is equal to 8 and n is equal to 1. So we have 2 sets that could be the numbers. 3 consecutive integers, 8, 9, and 10. And also 1, 2, and 3. So the ages could be either one of those 2. We can't reject them because it makes sense for ages to be positive. All right, good luck on the test tomorrow. Bye.